your dreams? Do they ever frighten you? I keep having nightmares that make me wake up gasping. I've taken to leaving a notebook and pencil at my bedside and begin to draw what I've seen the instant I wake up.
I'm Devin Armstrong. I'm with the Downtown Repertory Theatre Company, and our new show is called Fangs. It's a immersive vampire experience with a robust story and a lot of storylines. So if you come with your friends, you'll be split up into separate groups until those groups get smaller and smaller, and you might just find yourself alone in a room with an actor who's performing just with you.
We gather evening primrose for the Harvest Festival. They only bloom at night.
In the old language, it's called Luminarica. You know the poem? When once the sun sinks in the west, and dew drops pearl on evening's breast, almost as pale as moonbeams are.
This story is actually entirely original. So in the past, we've done plays based on Mary Shelley and her life, and we did a play last year called Witch about the Pendle Witch trial, but this one came entirely from my father, John Armstrong, and I co-write the show, and this is entirely from our own imaginations. So it's set in a Romanian-esque town called Strigoi, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, you'll come and see the story unfold, but it's original.
I wonder what it feels like to be a vampire. I've never doubted they exist. How could I? I've grown up surrounded by the myths. My father, rest his soul, was quite a superstitious man and never missed a chance to terrify his little girl with ghastly tales.
Overall, it's a show about standing up to your bullies, and the story sort of revolves around this father-daughter duo. The father's standing up against this baron who's taken over the whole town. He's almost like a decabillionaire. He takes a piece of everything. He's untouchable. He has too much money, and he may or may not have dirty secrets and some fangs. And he's sucking the town dry, sucking the blood of the town. And the daughter, Florin, who's also got her own bully, who's being extremely cruel to her, and it's their stories of learning how to be confident in themselves and stand up to the bloodsuckers.
For its companion will start. The evening primrose opens anew, its delicate blossoms to the dew, and hermit-like shunning the light, waste its fair bloom upon the night, who, blindfolded to its fond caresses, knows not the beauty it possesses. Thus it blooms on while the night is by, when day looks out with open eye, lashed at the gaze it cannot shun, it faints and withers and is gone.
So we're here at beautiful Heritage Square, which is amazing. It's an entire museum of Victorian houses from Los Angeles. So there's 5 whole houses and a train depot and a church. And we perform throughout the whole thing. So when you come, you'll be moving throughout the whole houses, room to room, scenes outside, scenes in the church, and we do our best to write our shows around the time period that these houses are from.
Sometimes I wonder if it is my dreams. It all seems so real to me. Like a memory, almost.
Keep an open mind and have fun. That would be my main tips. Yeah, there's no cheat codes or hints. Everybody in here, we try to make a tailored special experience for every audience member, and we do our best to spread that completely across everyone, so that everyone comes home with a different story. And if you come with 4 friends, you'll be sitting in the car afterwards, telling each other about what you experienced versus what they experienced. Sometimes you'll think someone is a villain, and they'll say, no, that person wasn't a villain at all. They were really put upon. Somebody was really cruel to them, and they were just lashing out or reacting. And then somebody else will say, well, really, I saw that person, and they just did something really nasty for what seemed like no reason. So you start to piece together this story with your friends on the way home, seeing different perspectives. The play's told from 12 different characters' perspectives, and they all have the same amount of stage time. There are no leads in this show. Everyone's Hamlet. Everyone's got their whole 2.5-hour run from top to tail with lines that whole time and experiences that whole time. So there's a lot to explore.